make a video today. Quite a few people have asked for. They just want to see us. Everyone wants to see car videos and what we do. So I'm actually on days off at the moment. Well, I'm on my last day off. I had yesterday off and today off. Back to work tomorrow. And we're yet again going into town to yet look for something to buy. Should we explain what we're doing?
Yeah.
So is it just us, or has this happened to other people as well? So we were in our other house for
3 years.
way longer than that. I was going to say 6.
More than that long.
Oh, okay. For a while.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6 years. One of those ones. Quite a while. And when we moved in there, we had the normal stuff that you have when you're in a house. But as soon as we've moved here, in the last 3 months, every single thing has stopped working. Just about every single thing. And every time I get paid, I have to buy something bigger. So what I'm meaning by that is, when we very, very first got here, within a week of arriving here, our fridge freezer stopped working. Degassed, I don't know, stopped working. And we had no fridge. So we had to go and buy a new fridge freezer. That was okay. You know, I understand that your stuff, generally stuff only lasts 5 or 10 years these days. And we'd probably had that fridge, well, it came from Hannah, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it could have been 10 plus years. But anyway, that stopped working, so we had to go and buy a new one. And then, because I'm on this farm here, we get heaps of free meat, like half a beast to beast. So it wasn't like we had a freezer that blew up. We didn't have a freezer, but my boss offered me like half a beast, which is like $600 worth of home kill, and I wasn't going to say no to that. So I had to go and buy a freezer the following week, or the following
Because
day.
the fridge freezer we had was too small.
Oh yeah, because the fridge freezer we had was too small. So we bought a big double-doored ice maker water fucking thingy mabobby fridge, but it still doesn't have a big enough freezer to hold half a beast of it. So we've now bought that. Then 2 weeks later we had to buy our freezer, and then 2 weeks after that I noticed that my lawns were getting really long and my mower was crap, so I had to buy a new lawn mower. Then 2 weeks after that, the weather down here is totally different than Whakatane, and even though it is still, well, the last few days of summer, autumn's to Monday, and then autumn and winter, but the summer we've had here is crap, so we know that the winter's going to be worse, so we needed a dryer. So we went and bought a dryer. As soon as that was over last week, I came home from work one day and Debbie goes, "Washing machine's fucked." So it was washing, but it wasn't
Spinning. Rinsing
Or
and spinning.
rinsing or spinning. So that's fucked. So today, we're off to town to just look for a washing machine. I don't know what to get or what we want to get, but we're going to have a look, and then on next week, Monday, Tuesday, Debbie's going to go in and buy it, and then I'll take the work unit and pick it up. So that's what we're doing today. So I don't know what's coming next week. I just noticed my car's making a bit of a tick 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 noise when I start it, and I think the fan belt's getting loose. I hope that's all it is. But I'll wait and I will see what the next bill is. Oh no, plus in that time your car overheated and you had to go to mechanics, so we had to get all new hoses and stuff stuck in it. Oh, and you needed 2 new tyres, which you did that as well.
Yeah, and it's still not right.
And it's still not right.
Can't drive it because it overheats all the
It
time.
overheats all the time, so now her car's only good to take stuff to the school.
Probably the head gasket's gone. or
Yeah, well if
something,
the head
so it's
gasket's gone, the car's
It's
stuffed.
pretty much fucked, yeah.
So we're not going to put any money into that. So that's what's happening for us. So we thought that we would take you along for a ride. Well, I thought I would take you along for a ride into Rotorua. I've got to go to Bunnings and get a little white strip for my TV as well. And we're going to try to get in a coffee or something to eat as well.
Yeah, alright.
If our finances allow it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I make good money, but you know, because we live really rural, and when I mean rural, like we're 40 minutes from Rotorua. Every time we want to go to the shop, it's a 40-minute drive. But because we're really rural, we have to go with a company called Farm. What's
what are you talking about?
our internet?
Oh, farm side.
Farmside?
Yeah.
Farmside. That's our internet provider, and it's a wireless broadband thingy, Bobby, I don't know. But it just plugs into the power. You don't need a phone jack to plug it into, and it gives us, you know, unlimited internet. But it's rural, so it's not like 2 Degrees or Spark or Vodafone,
Which means it's really expensive.
So we also have internet on our phones through Vodafone, because Vodafone seems to be the best coverage we can get. So our phones are a month, and we're not paying off our phones. This is just for our, you know, our unlimited internet, phone calls, you know, texting and all that crap out on a contract. So our phones alone are, what's our bill a month for that?
10.
What is it?
110.
$110 for our phones. That's not paying the phones off, that's just, you know, the basic package on our phones.
Yeah.
And then we pay also on top of that a month for our internet, for our farm side internet service.
It's 180.
It's 180 a month. So we pay that as well. That's just to have, you know how you have broadband at home and you may pay $79 a month or $99 a month. We pay 180 because we're rural. And then you've got everything else you've got to pay for, you know. People think that because you live on a farm.
We've got gas bottles we have to pay
Oh yeah,
for.
we've got gas, so we've got gas heating. And everyone speaks very highly of gas heating. I however do not. Yes, it's unlimited hot water if the power's on.
Yeah.
But we get a lot of power sets, a lot of power cuts. So as soon as the power goes out, you can't use the gas, obviously, for the hot water. So you have to wait for that to go on. But I mean, our gas bottles, you know, we're sitting at $120 a month, or 2 months to fill them up. We've got 2 of them. And then people have an idea or understanding, they think that farmers get a free house. We don't. Yes, our rent is cheaper than you pay, and you may think, fuck, well, that's cheap, but we still have to pay rent in our house. We still have a tenancy contract for our home. It's different than the farm. Like, I have a contract on the farm which includes my home, but I also have a tenancy agreement on my home. I've got to pay a bond and everything else like everyone else does. The only difference with my rent is I don't physically pay the rent. Like, the rent comes out of my wages every fortnight, so when I get paid, my rent is automatically deducted. So what goes into our bank, our rent's already paid, which is good. It's nice, but we've still got the same sort of bills as everyone else does. But I've been hearing a lot on my channel that, you know, you're really lucky to live rural, you're really lucky to have your job, you're really lucky to do what you love. So and a house. So I want to do a video to clarify all this up. Me and my wife do not believe in the word luck. Okay, I don't believe in the word luck at all. Actually, my boss hates that word. There's no such thing as luck. You make your own luck, or you make your own fortune or destiny. Now, I'm lucky to have a house. No, I work bloody hard on a farm to have that house. I can't have that house if I don't work on that farm. I'm very lucky to have a job. Yes, I do understand that a lot of people are out of work at the moment, and I'm lucky to have a job, but that's because I've farmed 25 years off and on in my life, and I've got the skills to do that job. You're very lucky to do what you love. I don't love my job. It is a wage and a home. I don't hate my job. It's okay, but I don't love my job. There's aspects of my job I quite enjoy, but there's aspects of my job I really hate, just like probably anybody is. I certainly don't love it, but it does pay the bills and give us a bit of money in our pocket. I mean,
Yeah,
I was...
we can buy all these new things and still pay our bills and eat and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like we're scraping. It's like we don't have to scrape to buy. It's just what we kind of do, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we have to wait till we get paid to be able to buy them.
Yeah, of course.
We can't just flick out.
No.
We do have credit cards, but I'm not just going to flick out credit cards. Just you still have to pay credit cards back.
Yeah.
People think credit cards is just fun, but whatever you spend, you've got to pay back. But if I earn the money and save the money, and then I buy the, washing machine or the dryer, we own it outright. So we don't have to pay it off. I won't pay anything off apart from a car, but I won't pay anything else off. I think you're just paying 10 times more than you need to. I'll wait till I've got the money and buy it. So we have been without a washing machine, even though, see, the thing is, even though we're buying it and we can't afford to, we have to wait till we get paid. I have been using our washing machine up at the cow shed, well, in a little one-bedroom unit place up there. It's empty. We've been using that for the last 2 days while we wait to get days off and go and find a washing machine. So we can't just run out and go and grab one in a minute.
No.
We do have to wait till we get paid, but we are lucky enough to make enough money to be able to buy a washing machine new and still all the bills and still eat and all that sort of stuff. So we are fortunate, but luck, we're not lucky. We make our own luck and we work fucking hard for what we have and what we own. The only good thing I can see about everything breaking down is everything may be breaking down, but now we're buying all new stuff. So
Yeah, we're
that's
not getting second hand.
yeah,
stuff.
we're not buying second hand. Everything we're buying now is brand new. So we haven't really bought before in our lives. We bought like our TV and dining table and all the wooden furniture new, but we've never bought our whiteware brand new. So it is nice to have it because you've got all the warranties and stuff with it. But fucking hurts when you work your ass off and then you just got to go and pay for everything again.
But I guess that's just life, huh? It really is.
Well, you keep telling me that, but it just feels like it's ongoing.
Well, is it any different? Is it not? I mean, what are you going to spend your money on anyway?
Nothing. I'm just going to leave it there.
You're going to save it?
Well, I can't.
We can't save it at the moment because we've always got stuff that we need to buy.
Yeah, it's not that I want to save. It's just I like to have a
What
little.
are you saving it for? So in case something breaks down.
In case something breaks down. I don't know. I want a new ute this year, a new car.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go on holiday back to see Ryan in October. We know if we go from here to Dunedin and back home and we take 12 days off work, we know we're sitting at about $3,000 of a debt to do that.
Yeah.
From last time we did it.
True.
So just things like that. So yeah, I don't know if it's just us guys or if it happens to you as well, but everything seems to break down at once. I'll get this washing machine this week and I'll dread to hear whatever Debbie has to say when I come over for breakfast or lunch one day, something
And I'll
else.
dread to tell you as well.
Yeah, you will.
But no, hopefully it won't. What else is there to
Well, I've
break
got a
down?
feeling the car's going to need some work on it. I don't know, but that belt's loose. I hope that's all it is, because that's all it is, it's not a major. But so this is our video we're making up. Everyone wants to see us talk in the car while we're going places and doing things, and this is my little discussion about people who have spoken about farm life and how good it is. And I have a car doing, he's doing, well, I'm doing 80 kilometres in a 100k zone. So yeah, farm life does have its perks, but you got to work for what you get like anyone else does, eh? It's not, it ain't no given, know, people are like, oh, you've got to do this, you've got to do this, you've got to do this. We were talking to our son, Ryan. Debbie was talking to him on Thursday afternoon, telling him about a washing machine, and we were saying that we are fortunate that we're in a position to be able to, oh my fucking god, cunt, move, I'm turning around.
Really slow, eh?
This is what I can see, guys, and I'm now doing 65 kilometres an hour in a 100k zone. Now, if I do 110k, I'll get pulled up and get a ticket. But if you're doing 65k in a 100k zone, why don't you get pulled up and get given a ticket? This is what I don't understand.
Are you going to?
I'm going to go and shoot and get some smokes. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't go that way. What's the bet he's going to go that way? Yeah, so I'll keep you guys turned this way.
No,
oh my god, he's turning left, same as us. We'd normally be turning right, but I want to go get some smokes. So I thought I'd just take you guys for a drive, and jeez, he goes around there fast and then goes slow. You got to give way there, brother. You got to give way. Okay, I don't know what we've got. You don't have to pull off the road.
Oh
just.
my god, what's he doing?
Oh dear. Okay.
God.
This is why there's things called accidents in this country. Take your indicator off. This is why there's accidents in this country from people like this. Take your fucking indicator off. Oh dear Lord. Okay, now we're doing 80. Yeah, there's rural life, guys, is not as yeah. Oh, he's turned it off now. It is what you make it. It is what you make it. It's hard work, and I don't see my wife much. People go, oh, you go home for lunch, you go home for breakfast, but I'm still on work mode. Like, I'm looking at the clock, thinking about what I have to do after breakfast and what I have to do after lunch. I go to bed 2 hours before my wife. I can't remember. See if she knows. The last time we went to bed at the same time.
I can't remember.
No.
It was a while ago, probably.
2 months ago.
Oh, was it this at this house where we are now?
Have we been together?
Have we?
I don't. Maybe the first 4 days we moved in, so it's been over 3 months. We've been in bed at the same time.
Mm.
So, you know, it does kind of a little bit fuck with your be careful what I say here. I think everyone's just clued on to what I say.
Everyone knows what we're talking
Everyone
about.
knows what I'm talking about right now. But it does fuck with that, because work takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
We'll move on from that conversation.
And the fact that all of us have been sick.
Yeah.
And still are.
Yeah, I had the worst. And no, before you all say it wasn't the man flu, it was actually the flu. I was very sick. I had a real bad sleeping, coughing, sick the next day, like throwing up. I had the flu, but I still had to go to work and battle through it. I'm coming to the end of it now.
I've still got a cough, but can't get
And
shaken.
Debbie's got a chest infection. She gets chest infections when she gets sick, but she's been to the doctors and got all her prescriptions. This guy's going where we're going. But I'm just going to get some smoke. So we'll just hold off here, guys, and then we'll carry on when we... Jesus, this guy's dangerous.
He's probably thinking, oh, they're following me.
Turn. Right, I'll turn you off while I go and get my smokes. So I went in there and I said to her, can I get a packet of Horizon 30 gram?
Yeah.
And she went, papers and filters? And I went, no thank you. And she went, oh, it's alright, your wife will be in to get your 4 packs next week, won't she? And I went, yes, she will. So I don't know if she'd seen you through the window, or if she just, because I've been in there with you a couple of times, she may have recognised me.
Yeah.
And when it was just so funny when she went papers and filters, and I was like, No, I'm all good. Oh, that's right. Your wife will be in next week. You get 4 packs for you. So she knows when you come in
Oh,
there.
shame.
Far out.
That's funny, yes.
So guys, where we've just been is, if you go back and look at my video, the one where we went down to Wellington to the wedding, and we were at a gas station, and I was telling everyone what the pies I really like. We stopped there to get a nice pie. That's the gas station we just came from. It's bizarre.
That's our local.
That's our local now.
And they're starting to know me because I
Yes,
go there.
they know my
every
wife
fortnight.
very well.
That's funny.
She goes there and gets my smokes, and she goes there and gets her, what is it? Your pie?
Yeah, I haven't had a pie there for ages, actually.
What's your pie you get?
Butter chicken.
Buttered chicken. Apparently they're really nice.
I haven't had one of those for ages.
No, you haven't. Oh, you better go get one this week then.
Yeah.
So anyway, we thought we'd take you for a drive to Rotorua. So, you know sort of the distance. Now, feel free to forward this video if it's a bit dull for you or a bit boring. But we just thought I'd show you the way to Rotorua from our house, and this is part of the trip here. Just so you can see. Oh, slow down, Bree. Just so you can see the distance we travel. Like I said, if you don't want to see it, just forward it. And we'll keep rambling as we go. Nothing in particular. So the next place we're going to is Bunnings. We'll see if I get that watch strip
Oh, yeah.
for those cords.
Yep.
And then we'll have to go to Smith City and Harvey Norman and stuff and have a look at washing machines. We did have a front loader, guys, for 10 years.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
washing
you wash it.
machine.
Oh, yeah, front. Yeah, yeah.
Was it 10 years? We had that or even more?
Yeah, it's about 10 years.
About 10
I think.
years old.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't want another front loader. I really, really, really don't like them. Some people swear by them, but I found that you chuck a load of washing in and you drop a sock, once you've closed that door, you can't reopen it. If the power goes off, you can't open it. So we're going to look for a, what's the other thing called?
Top loader.
Top loader.
Loads.
Apparently they're cheaper too.
The way?
Apparently they are. So where we are going now is just a state highway. I'll get my wife to tell you, she travels this road a couple of times a week. I travel it once a month or once every 2 weeks.
I'm not sure.
So it is the highway between, so we live between,
30
is it 30, is
or
it?
5. It's either 30A or 5. I'm not sure which one it is.
So you guys may know it. So we live in a place called, don't tell me, I'm learning it. I'm learning it. It's Rura Whakamai. No, stop. Rura Whakakai. Rura Whakakai. We live in a place called Rura Whakakai.
So it's Rua Whaka. Now I don't have to say it now.
Oh,
Rua Whaka.
okay.
Whakatū, that's it.
Whakatū, sorry, it's Rura Whakatū, not Whakakai. Rura Whakatū.
Yeah.
That's where we live, and it's between Rotorua and Taupo. So if you're coming from Taupo to Rotorua, this is the highway you'd be on. Vice versa, you're going from Rotorua to Taupo, this is the highway you'd be going on. So where we live is 35 minutes to Rotorua and 45 minutes to Taupo. But we very rarely go to Taupo because it's just a bit further. Well, it's actually 50 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Debbie comes to Rotorua a couple of times a week, and I go once every 12, 15 days. Even if we don't have to buy something, I'll go just to get off the farm for a little bit, a couple of hours. Yeah, so this is a trip she takes all the time.
And I swear it gets longer and longer every time I do it.
It does feel like it takes longer and longer.
It's like, oh, it just takes so long to get into town. Yeah.
But as part of being rural, we don't have a... I would love a dairy or a Foursquare or a gas station or something just in our district, but we don't have it. We have to travel to the gas station we just went to, which is 15-20 minutes down the road. So if you need something urgently, that's where you have to go. But saying that, because I do smoke a lot, they have the cheapest smokes I've ever come across. And when I'm talking cheapest, I'm not talking by 20 cents. I'm talking by a packet, $7 difference. So I don't know how they charge so much less than anyone else I've ever been to, but for $7 less a packet, and for the amount I smoke, it's fucking awesome.
I don't think they tax it, do they?
I don't know if they tax. I don't know how that works, but $7 difference, and it's no, guys, it's not a mistake. They've been doing that forever. So the last 3 months we've lived here, they've done it, and I'm sure they've done it for however long. I have asked a lady once why they sell them so cheap, and she says because they sell them cheaper than anyone else. So a lot of people go there to buy them, so they make more. They end up probably making more money by doing it cheaper. So that's my new title, which I feel like I've earned over the years. So that's good. Doesn't come with any time off, extra time off. But as soon as I was given that title, I asked him what does it mean in your eyes to my boss position. He said, like, well, you can change things on the farm that you feel need to be changed as long as he agrees to it. So my very first thing that I put forward was, how about we start milking at 5:30 in the morning not 5 o'clock, because we still have to get the cows at the cow shed at 5 o'clock. So I was getting up at 3:30, depending on how far away my cows were, 3:45, to get the cows in the cow shed at 4 o'clock. I said, why don't we start now at 5:30? And he agreed to that straight away. So it's an extra half an hour sleep a day. So to those of you that don't understand how my head works with my maths, a 12-day shift is 6 hours extra sleep. So tomorrow, instead of, I would be getting up, I know where my cows are, so how long they take to get there, I would be getting up at 4 o'clock to go for my cows tomorrow, but I'll be getting up at 4:30 tomorrow to go for my cows. That's a half an hour. Now that makes a huge difference to me at my age and other staff as well. So I've already changed that. I am trying to change it to a little bit more time off as well, but my boss is very old school, and to get anything, to change anything, he just takes a lot to get around him. So I try to say it in a way that makes it more beneficial to the farm. Like when I suggested that we start half an hour later, that's because we have got rid of 3 rows of cows lately. The cows that aren't pregnant, we've got rid of. So we're 3 rows. So we're 120 cows short. So we can start later because we don't have as many cows to milk at the moment. And he thought that made sense, so that's why he agreed upon it. We do have a new staff member starting on Monday.
Tomorrow. No,
Monday. I go back tomorrow, Sunday.
Yeah.
Today's Saturday, I go back tomorrow. I'm also changing my weekends off to suit myself, and I'll explain to you how that works. At the moment we do 12 and 2. I have every second Friday and Saturday off, and the old staff member had every Sunday and Monday off. But now on the longer staff member there, these new people coming in, I've chosen the Sunday and the Monday. Now the reason I have chosen that is because in the weekends we do a thing that farmers call milk, feed out, and that's it, go home, we do fuck all. So we only do a 7-hour day instead of a 12-hour day, so we nearly do a townie's full day but a farmer's half day. So we get up, we milk, we go home for breakfast, we feed the cows out, lock them away and go home, and that's normally finished by lunchtime, 12 o'clock. Now during the week after that we go back to work till 4 or 5 o'clock. So if I have the Sunday and the Monday off, what that means is I get up and milk on the Saturday, I have breakfast, I feed out, and by 12 o'clock Saturday I'm home. Which means from 12 o'clock in the afternoon I have off all of the afternoon of Saturday, all of the Sunday, and all of the Monday, and I'm back on the Tuesday morning. So that, instead of 2 days every 12, it sort of gives me 2.5 days every 12. So not an extra sleep in, but I have the whole afternoon extra as well to myself. At the moment I start work on have off a Friday, so I work all of Thursday. So we're coming up to now the turn off to the left. If you all know Tikawiri and Tokoroa is to the left, and straight ahead is Rotorua. We're not going to go right into Rotorua now because I'm heading off down to Bunnings, but normally Debbie would go straight through into Rotorua itself to go to the supermarket. We're going to turn off left and we go down, it's called, what's it called? Old Taupo Road?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Rotorua, guys. We've made it into Rotorua. So that's the distance from home to here. It doesn't feel so bad, but I'm talking to you fellas. But we're going to turn it off now, and I may put it back on when we're in the shop looking at things. I may not, but I'll put it back on and close this video off before I finish it anyway. but now I have to do my concentration. I'm an old man and I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. Old Taupo Road. Now if you were heading to Hamilton, it's 109k from here. So you can, you know how we know we're in Rotorua? Because I can fucking smell it. Jesus. Thermal, what's that? Thermal Park Holidays. Why would you want to stay at a campground that's thermal? Woo, it stinks today. Alright, let's carry on and go to Bunnings, shall we? So we'll jump into that lane. We'll go down Old Taupo Road again and go home that way.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so we have had some lunch, which is really nice. And we went and organised our washing machine to we'll pick it up next week. We found a nice one. So we'll have that next week. I'll have to go and get that, pick it up. And what else have we done? Went to Bunnings, got my little part I needed. And that's it. And now we are heading home. Okay then. Rightio. So yep, now we're heading home. We went to a few places for a washing machine. Went to Smith City, Harvey Norman, Noel Leemings. One we found was in Noel Leemings. They've got a sale on. Wasn't really, well no, I think we've saved about 180 bucks, I think it was.
We had a budget.
We had a budget and we under our budget, so we're happy with that. So that's good. So that'll be that, put into the house next week. When I do get it, in one of my next videos I'll just give you a quick little show you what it is. Isn't that cool bike?
Yeah.
But apart from that, I'm going home now to do my cables on my TV. I'm sitting back on my ass because tomorrow I'm back on my 12-day shift with new staff members coming on. Fuck my life sometimes. Let's hope they're okay. Never mind. Can't be any worse than Louise was. Right, so we'll sign off. Thank you for watching. I hope it hasn't been too dull for you. I did make this video, I've forgotten. I had 3 comments saying they'd like some more driving videos of me talking. So I forgot who they're for, but that's what I'm making them for. I'm just going through all the comments of what you guys are wanting. There's a goat right beside me in a trailer. Hello. Did you guys hear it before? Like, that was me then, but it's right beside me in a trailer. Like, it's just standing like, yeah, little fella. Tail's wagging. Nice looking goat. That's been brushed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a friendly goat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not something you see every day. Anyway, so if you've got any more suggestions about what you want to see on my videos, what you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. Otherwise we'll sign off and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers guys.